Awestruck Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, the last Ren reaction we had was emotional. It hits you inside, deep, real deep. She just has that amazing ability. And that was all about, his friend Joe, who, fortunately committed suicide, and how Ren feels guilty about it. And here we are, lo and behold, he's doing a follow-up, a song called For Joe. So I get a feeling, the story about his guilt and what he's going through, it's not over yet. And he's channeling it towards music. Then we'll just leave it at that. I don't feel like there's much more to be said because he's going to say it all.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're here to listen.
We're here to listen, appreciate. I'm agreeing with you. Ren has been one of those music artists that have been just very savvy about what he creates, how he tells a story. More than a singer, he's a musician. He's an artiste. And he has this amazing ability to also get people rallied around him. He did this really amazing thing about reaching out to reactors, realizing that as being independent, like he has to get folks like us invested in him to help spread the word and spread the message. And we're happy to do it because we get reached out to by artists all the time, like, hey, react to our stuff. But this guy, had we not discovered him, I think would have been the biggest miss of the year. He really is probably the most amazing discovery we've had this year. So let's check this out, yo. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
He does that with breathing a lot. He gets you really...
Emotion.
Yeah. Like, what a view.
Wow, what a nice view.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that.
It's the same lyrics. He's like reinterpreting it.
To look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
God, his lyrics so... Like that?
I know.
Oh my God.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, Freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Man, that was so heartfelt. It's like a tribute that 13 years later. How old is he now? Let's see. So he would have been 20 years old. His friend would have died about 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. Man, to hold on to that till still.
Yeah. But it's good because, like he said, it's give him strength, right? To fight further.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing way with words that he has. I mean, at first I was listening to it because it just sounded so different. I'm like, oh, wait, you know what? The lyrics are part of the last song. He kind of ended on that, telling the backstory. And I love what he did this time. He took it, made it a new song, and then he added a whole sort of part to it that felt like it was moving on. Felt like it was much more positive rather than feeling guilty and bad, like, and just sort of thinking about the past, thinking about like how he's moved on to be, a freckled angel. And so it's just very beautiful way to like tell a story, to kind of like bridge that from what he had before and overlapping. He has the ability to do this where he even took that one song, Screech and Jen, and, took that as like a 3-part song from before, and or was it a 2-part song, and then you put it all together, you realize it was like one continuous story and was so much more hard-hitting and more powerful. And yeah, like it's...
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah, like you're going on a journey with this guy.
Yeah.
You're not just listening to a song. You can expect that, okay.
Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3.
Yeah. In many ways, I think he has to like tell the whole story before he feels like he can move on even. And,
I mean, it's too much in his head, right? He wanted to tell the whole story. It's not enough for just one song. It needed episode 2. And I also love the fact that he did play and use the piano this time on this to bring more emotion, even though it's already so emotional. It's so beautiful.
Yeah,